Demystifying English Grammar, the art of placing relative pronouns. Hello, language learners. Welcome back to another exciting episode. Today, we're going to focus on a particular part of English grammar that often poses challenges to intermediate learners: relative clauses. More specifically, we will dive into one of the common pitfalls: misplacing the relative pronoun within the context of a prepositional phrase. Buckle up for a grammar adventure. Before we get started on the nitty-gritty of placement, let's take a moment to recall what relative pronouns are. In English, the most common relative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which, and that. They are called relative because they relate to something that we have previously mentioned in the sentence, usually a noun or a noun phrase. They give us more information about that noun, making our language more descriptive and precise. Now, onto the prepositional phrases. Prepositions are words that show relationships between other words in a sentence, and they often indicate location, direction, time, and manner. When a preposition is paired with its object, it forms a prepositional phrase. For instance, in the sentence, "The book on the shelf is mine," "on the shelf" is a prepositional phrase. One common error that learners make is misplacing the relative pronoun in a sentence, especially when it's part of a prepositional phrase. This misplacement can cause confusion, making it unclear what the pronoun is referring to. Consider this sentence: "The woman who you spoke to is my aunt." Here, the relative pronoun, who, is misplaced. The correct form should be, "The woman to whom you spoke is my aunt." When a relative pronoun is part of a prepositional phrase, the preposition normally comes at the start of the relative clause, not at the end. The corrected example in the previous section illustrates this rule. However, in informal English, especially in spoken language, you might find the preposition at the end of the clause. "The woman who you spoke to is my aunt." While this is widely accepted in casual communication, it's best to stick with the formal rules in academic or formal writing. We've reached the end of today's journey through the fascinating world of relative pronouns and their correct placement within prepositional phrases. Remember, English is flexible, and some rules can bend in informal situations. But having a firm understanding of the formal rules will make your English more polished and precise. Keep practicing, and soon this will become second nature to you. Remember, language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. So, don't worry if you still make mistakes. It's a part of the learning process. See you in our next grammar adventure, where we'll explore more intriguing aspects of the English language. Happy learning!